One of the themes that I loved about Frozen was that it talks so much about venturing into the unknown.
Right.
Throughout your life, how has your view on the unknown changed from when you started your career to where you are now?
You know, like Elsa, I think we all have a little voice in our heads who's telling us to take that risk, take that next step, step into a place that may not feel necessarily safe, but there's a thrill in chasing the thing that you want the most, even if it means that you don't necessarily find it at first. For me, that's been chasing the dream of becoming an actor. You know, I grew up in South Florida. I grew up in a household where my mother primarily was so supportive of that dream, and was that little voice who was constantly telling me, do this. Do this because you love it. Don't do it for commerce, do it because you love it. And so at an early age, she enrolled me in the Hollywood Playhouse in Hollywood, Florida. And that's where I sort of cut my teeth. And then from there went to college, went to Carnegie Mellon Drama. And I've been chasing that voice. And you know, lo and behold, it's landed me here. And with so many roles of a lifetime that frankly are beyond gratifying.
And your character Olaf in the film, he's maturing, he's kind of questioning things a little bit more, and he constantly believes the older he gets, the more, you know, life will make sense.
Make sense, yeah.
The older he gets. In your life, as you've gotten older, has life made more sense, or has it just gotten weirder?
Oh man, it's just gotten weirder. You know, like, I think we all think when we're older, life will make sense, and I think that that's the brilliance of that song that Bobby and Kristen have written for Frozen 2 is, the audience is ahead of Olaf. They know the world is scary. They know that what he's seeing is an accurate reflection of what he's feeling. But they also know that it won't make sense when he's older, right? You know, it's you grow up and you think you have all the answers solved, and it just, there's a whole new set of questions that arise.
Now, you have two wonderful daughters. As they grow up, do you want them to be more like Anna or more like Elsa?
You know what's so funny? I asked them point blank the other day who they are more like. My little one immediately said Elsa, and my older one, after thinking about it for a second, said Anna. And I think that there's something really fascinating about that, because you would think everybody would be like, well, I want the girl with the powers, right? Mm-hmm. But the way that these characters are perceived, they're both such strong, fiercely independent women who don't need to be saved by a man, who don't need to be saved by the traditional hero, who find that self-love or sibling love is enough to sustain them. And I think that that's a really important and valuable lesson with regard to fairy tale stories that don't usually have that as the answer. And I love the fact that my oldest daughter sees herself in Anna, because I think Anna is as powerful as Elsa without the magic, in a completely different way. And we learn that more than ever in Frozen 2.
Absolutely. Now that we got those questions out of the way, I wanted to have a little fun with you. As you can see, I came out with both
nice,
Anna and
beautifully
Elsa.
cut.
Right, thank you. You would think it'd be easy.
Right. I can imagine that was very hard. Right, I can imagine.
So I want to play a game of Truth or Dare.
Okay.
Elsa's going to be Dare.
Great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna's going to be Truth.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So Truth or Dare?
Truth.
Truth. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh man, my biggest pet peeve? Chewing. This is truth?
No, that's Dare.
Chewing with the mouth open.
Chewing with the mouth open. Okay.
My daughter constantly chews gum, or my wife actually chews gum with her mouth open, and I'm like, sweetie, please, you're setting a terrible example. And she just looks at me and saying,
now, Truth or Dare?
Dare.
Dare. Okay. I dare you to take a selfie and text it to a co-star and say, oops, wrong number.
I can live with that. All right, who am I gonna take a selfie and send it to? Oh, I know who. We'll keep it on the Frozen theme.
Okay.
All right, taking the selfie.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. And sending it to Sterling K. Brown, who's in a movie called Frozen.
Truth or Dare?
Truth.
Truth. So I know that you're a Dolphins fan.
Yes.
Do you support the tank?
The truth is I didn't at first. And then by the time I came around to it and wanted to support it, they no longer supported it. So you're giving me all sorts of feels, Dolphins. You're confusing me at this point. Make up your mind, basically. That's the truth. Make up your mind.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. What's the
I'm not going to have any co-stars if I take another dare.
What's the most awkward celebrity encounter that you've had?
I once went up to, I was in line, online at I was in line at a party, and Haley Steinfeld, who was a young kid at the time, went up to Harrison Ford and said, "Can I take a picture with you?" And he happily took this selfie with her. And then I followed up and said, "Can I take a picture with you?" And he looks at me and he goes, "No." And I said, "But you just took a picture with that little girl." And he looks at me and he goes, "I know. She's a little girl." That was the most awkward encounter I've ever had with a celebrity.
But it's one of a kind, though.
It is one of a kind. I'll take it.
All right, one more. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth. Growing up, did you ever have an imaginary best friend like Anna and Elsa had with Olaf?
I don't think I did.
So
If I did, then I just forgot about him, which is kind of really sad.
terrible.
And he'll come visit me again like Drop Dead Fred when I'm like in my 30s, in my late 40s, and I'll be terrified and I'll be like, "Who are you?" I'll be like, I'm your imaginary friend. You forgot about me already."
He's gotten older too, and now he's
Yeah,
a smoker.
and he's like he's a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Guy's just like a yeah. I don't want to meet him again. He's terrifying.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, well, again,
Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for ruining my friendship with Sterling K. Brown. Here are these.